So we've got the numerator of our classical probability term taken care of. What about the denominator? How many ways are there to deal 2 cards? Okay, so we start off with a 52 card deck. And naturally, if we're dealing off 2 cards, the first card we deal, there are 52 possibilities for it. Okay. Right. We deal the first, we put it on the table, then we deal a second. Okay, how many possibilities are there? Well, we just used up 1 card, but there are 51 left. So we have 51 possibilities for card 2. Okay, each of these 52 first cards can be matched up with any one of the remaining 51 cards. This gives us a total number of possibilities of 2,652. Okay, 2,652 ways that 2 cards can be dealt off of a fresh deck. Okay. This sounds very close to what we're actually looking for, n, which is the total number of ways that 2 cards can, or the total number of 2 card combinations there can be. Okay. Unfortunately, this number is not quite there yet because it includes a lot of duplicates. Okay, what do I mean by that? Well, there are, just by the way we've constructed this calculation, okay, we can start with any one of the 52 cards. Let's say that the first card we deal happens to be the 8 of spades. Okay, we deal the 8 of spades, we go back to the deck, we deal out a second card. Let's say that it's the 4 of diamonds. Okay, that's certainly a way that 2 cards could be dealt. Okay, another way that the cards can be dealt would be if the first card was the 4 of diamonds, and then we deal the second card, and that is the 8 of spades. Okay, now blackjack doesn't matter whether the 8 of spades is first or the 4 of diamonds is first. The ordering that the cards are dealt is completely irrelevant. Okay, so these 2 results of our experiment of dealing 2 cards, these are equivalent. Okay, yet each of these equivalent events represents one possibility of what we have been dealt. So one of these 2,652 is this first result, 8 spades, 4 diamonds. Another one of these 2,652 is the 4 of diamonds and the 8 of spades. They're equivalent to each other. We'd rather not include all of those different identical pairs of cards. Okay, so what do we do to eliminate that? Well, for any group of 2 cards, there are 2 ways that it can be dealt. So there's going to be exactly one duplicate for every possible combination. Okay, that is, we need to divide 2,652 by 2. Okay, because exactly half of this 2,652 are duplicated pairs of cards. Well, 2,652 divided by 2 is 1,326. Okay, these 1,326 is the number of unique 2 card combinations that we can be dealt. Okay. All right. This ultimately is our n, okay, and it is going to be the second major piece of our classical probability expression. Okay, so let's put those items together now, and we can calculate our probability of getting delta blackjack. So 64 for the number of ways to make a blackjack, 1326, the total number of ways 2 cards can be dealt. 64 divided by 1326 is 0.048, or 4.8%. Okay, so almost 5% of the time when you're playing blackjack, you can expect to be dealt a blackjack.